one of the questions is, okay, if it's not Dubas, who becomes the general manager? And there'll be no shortage of candidates, one would assume, to choose from. And number two, what does this mean for Austin Matthews in that negotiation? We've talked a lot about how Matthews and his camp, Judd Moldaver, very much in lockstep with Kyle Dubas and have been for quite some time. Does that now put an Austin Matthews contract in jeopardy? Again, I'm just sort of doing this off the top of my head, but those seem to be the two big issues now, that Dubas will not return as general manager of the Maple Leafs. What are you wondering about through all of this?
Well, I think Matthews is the big one, because all the dominoes fall from there, right? Like, that's the biggest piece of your salary cap puzzle and your roster puzzle. Like, we're all talking about, like, okay, are they going to re-sign Nylander? Are they going to trade Marner? Are they going to re-sign Shen? Are they going to move people around the roster? It all flows from Matthews. Matthews' decision on will he sign, when he'll sign, that is the number one off-season thing that the Leafs have to deal with. And, I believe that Dubas stayed. He knew them. He knew him. He trusted him. He trusted his plan. I believed it was more likely than not that he was going to stay. Now, I'm not going to say it's unlikely, because I think that's wrong. But what I think is, now you have to get Matthews reintroduced to someone. You have to explain what the plan is. And I'm really curious to see what that's going to mean. Like, in any way, is that going to change what Matthews thinks? And I think it's too soon to have the answer. I mean, the other big question, Jeff, is Keefe. And, what are they going to do here coaching-wise?
All these questions. There'll be no shortage of candidates as well for the general manager position. And I would have to assume, like any team that's out there right now looking for a new manager, whether it's Calgary, whether it's the Pittsburgh Penguins, they want to get this done now as soon as possible. The draft is next month, free agency. And for a team like the Toronto Maple Leafs, who finally got over one significant hurdle, they can't wait for a long speed bump here. They can't wait at a long red light. They need to keep going here. I'm imagining that this needs to get, the process of hiring another general manager needs to get going quickly here for each.
Yeah, there's no question. They're going to get moving on this fast. And I just think that, I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if on some level, Jeff, they've been working on it already.